8711 was the first to really kind of take this model of stunts and say, okay, we're going to train our own people, we're going to train other people, we're going to create this culture of performing, directing.
And so they brought both an action design and an action aesthetic of how to shoot it, which I think people really appreciated.
The 8711 team come on movies to help facilitate their vision of the action.
They take what I'm trying to get out of a scene, conceive something even more elaborate than what I was hoping for, and then execute it.
And working with someone like Chad, he's very specific.
I try to spend as much time as I can with the choreography team, giving my input about what I want out of the character. And then we all sit down and come up with a curriculum of moves and motion that we want the character to have. And then the choreography team just tries and tries and tries as many different combinations of the different variables that we have. And we pick and choose what fits best in what scene.
We would always choreograph what we call master takes, doing it from beginning to end, all in one take. We're memorizing it while we choreograph, because we'll do the first section. We choreograph the first section. Okay, now let's go to the second section. We always just end up running it front to back.
So I'm getting everything ready ahead of time through the previs process.
Previs helps us sight in where we're going with our choreography.
We didn't know exactly what the camera's going to do, so by the time it's time to do it, we have to make a few minor adjustments.
It allows Chad to see it.
We give him options and give him ideas. He always knows how to capture it perfectly.
We had J.J. Perry that ran the overall stunt team and the fight choreography team.
He's kind of the quarterback in the whole team that we have for the action.
And JJ's attitude is so fun that it's hard not to follow him into battle.
Here we go, good energy, guys. Get it.
I'm really grateful for the opportunity to have that instruction and support.
What 8711 loves to do is keep the camera on the actor, which is a challenge for an actor because they need to put up a lot of training. But you know it's that person, and you feel the emotion.
They have a lot of experience with training actors, and I'm really benefiting from that experience.
Keanu's so conditioned now. We've done our magic and like conditioned him. He can go and he'll rehearse it like 3 or 4 times, top to bottom, and then he's like, all right, let's shoot.
He embodies everything about John Wick, and he's really an actor that gives him his all. So we love to surround him with actors who we can also push that far, and so that they can bring their A game.
You have to make the character or the individual playing the character better to do the better choreography. You can't do one without the other.
The training I've done has prepared me to be able to be spontaneous when we need to be, or take Chad's direction and make it authentic.
First time I talked to Common, he's like, I don't care what it takes. I want to do this. I don't think Common missed a single workout.
It's great when we have an actor who can also do his own stunts because the scenes just feel more authentic.
I am super psyched about the first Cassian and John Wick fight. We've had Keanu and Common rehearsing, then they get into a shootout fight.
You're not having a good night, are you, John?
And then we're doing gun fu, jiu-jitsu, judo.
Yes, yeah, all of them mixed together.
Eric Brown, our judo extraordinaire, put together a really fascinating, pretty much grappling sequence between the two of them on the ground. It's very smart, it's very true to the arts, and they both pull it off.
He's just in it, man, and I really enjoy that.
It's been cool to be able to have time to train with Common and with Ruby. Ruby's been training. She's kind of like specializes in, knife fighting, close contact.
Keanu and I have a great scene. We're in a mirror room.
After a couple months of designing, Kevin and his fantastic team came up with a very elaborate mirror room that doubled part as art exhibit, part as maze.
I designed the room to be an architectural version of mirrors. and reflections and getting lost within the reflection and trying to find what's real and what's not real.
We took that in a kind of ode to Enter the Dragon, and then we did our final little gunfight within that, which was very challenging.
Welcome to Reflections of the Soul at the new modern NYC.
After the choreography was done, we did a bunch of rehearsals and worked together and brought it to the mirror room, and from the beginning, you know, it was a challenge.
In that sense, we know that we have to train our actors really hard and make sure that they're well prepared.
And then you punch him, more straight punch. And that's where he's gonna grab you and break your elbow.
Come in here and they've trained hard and they've, you know, learned to perform these fights in rehearsals, but when they get here, they're all turning it on, and it's gonna make the scene just amazing.
It really was like we were fighting, because half the time we were like, are we going with the uppercut or are we going with the, oh, well, I don't know, let's just do this. In fact, in one of them, he flips me over and his elbow knocked me in the cheek. And we watched it back, and there's the moment where it was real.
There's a kind of reality to it. That level of everyone who's involved is kind of on a higher level.
Sure.